Man, it's been some lot of moving around this league, a lot of stuff going on. But at the end of the day, Bulls fans know this team's talented, and we
Yeah.
know it's gonna be up to one guy, Zach LaVine. Now we got to go into it and see what the keys is going to be to unlock the Zach LaVine we all know and love. Cause we seen a little glimpse of it. It's your
Yeah.
boy Steve-O, my boy C Dub, holding it down for Hayes. Hey, but y'all gotta listen to this music first. But before we get into it, though.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Bulls Central. Holding it down for my boy Hayes, his boy Steve O Speaks, and my boy C Dub. And as y'all heard in the intro, we know that we seen glimpses and pieces of the Zach LaVine we all know and love that we want to see to take this team to the next step. But first, C Dub, I'm gonna throw you the first question. What you think are the main keys to seeing the Zach LaVine and unlocking the Zach LaVine that we all know is there?
Okay. Shout out to Hayes. Hope you're having a great vacation wherever you're at. But this is a great question right here, Steve O. Um, Zach Levine, I don't feel he's reached his potential yet, and this will get him to the player that we want to be. I'm gonna start with him with his shot selection. You
Mm,
know, Zach Levine's is definitely a shot maker. He can hit the craziest and the most difficult shots you can imagine. But we would like it to be more easy for him. Get to find you some spots on the floor and try to get to those spots, i.e., DeMar DeRozan. Even though your spots might extend to the 3-point line because you have that range, you are a definite borderline 40, 50, 90 player, at least
mm-hmm.
for the last 3 to 4 years. I want also because I feel like being a prime player or reaching your potential, I feel like you have to be dedicated on the defensive end. I've
Mm-hmm.
always said that Zach LaVine is the most athletic player in the NBA. And I feel if you athletic as that, defense should come easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like there's no excuse for Zach LaVine to be dedicated on defense on each and every possession. It shows the younger players on the team. It sets a precedent for the whole team that this is the way we're gonna play because you are indeed the best player on the team. And also make your teammates better. Uh,
Mm.
don't go out. That goes along with shot selection, but I feel like this is a different point in itself. You have young players on here that you can boost their confidence, um, set them up for future endeavors inside the season. If you steady going to them when they open, they ready to play when you need them the most. So you need to make your teammates better. Look at LeBron James, and I'm not comparing the players, but I'm saying the way he makes his team better. I ain't even saying he the passer of LeBron James or nothing like that. But Zach LaVine is a good passer. He can make his teammates better. And lastly, coaching. Put Zach LaVine in a proper place to succeed on this court.
That's
And,
all.
and mainly, I'm talking at the end of games. Too
Yes.
much in the end of the games, we get DeMar DeRozan with the ball. That means you're drawing the plays up for DeMar. If not, the play is not for DeMar. He's initiating the play at the end, and you know he's not passing. Let's
Yeah.
get Zach LaVine some opportunities at the end of the game. Also, let's get some plays inside of the game that can showcase the skills that Zach LaVine has.
Hey, that was very well said. He broke it down. Like he even added some stuff that I wasn't even thinking about, especially the I don't know why I didn't think about the shock selection, but while you were saying that, it did dawn on me like last year might have been his worst sock selection and decision making we've seen him as a bull. And yeah, like we all know when it comes to Zach Levine, the IQ is it's much more than we want in the
Mhm.
IQ area. And I just really feel like that. I don't know if he's sitting down. He don't really give me the guy that sit down and watch tape that much. Like I'm pretty sure they all watch tape, like
Yeah,
during practice, during the season. But you got like people like Dame Lillard and stuff like that. But if he not playing, he watching basketball. If he not
yeah,
playing, he watches his own tape. He watch other people tape. And I don't know if Zach is at that point of his career, or if he's even just that type of player where he does that. And I feel like if he just put his head in the middle of them damn tapes, it would help a lot because he would pick up on some of his tendencies. He would pick up on somebody else's tendencies, and I don't think people understand how much that can help your game just by learning what you're good at and what other people are good at, or just what they like to do. And yeah, that was a good point. That was definitely a good point. I think I think one of my main ones was your last one is coaching. I
Yeah,
feel like the main thing with coaching is we all know Zach LaVine is could be a great off ball player. Yeah, he
I
great with
agree.
the ball, but with the situation we got, the roster construction that we got, it makes more sense for Zach to be more like 60-40 off ball to on ball.
Okay.
And I just feel like Billy just didn't allow it. Like it maybe was like two games where you seen him play off ball and he killed. He killed every single time. Every time you see him play off ball, he's one of the quickest players in the league. Most people can't keep up with him. So if he coming around and it's a nice screen, he's gonna be open and he gonna
Yeah,
do it. And I feel like there's a lot of times where we all know with this trio, they all occupied around the same spaces. They all like to shoot mid range. They all can shoot the three, but they all like to occupy the mid range and the hole and get into the lane. And it's only one ball and three
yeah,
players can't occupy it at once. So, and we already know how ball dominant and how much he occupies space DeMar DeRozan does.
yeah.
So it's like if you know what that is and you know how he works, why are you not implementing a lot of more off ball plays when it comes to Zach? I feel like that's going to really make his whole career like. I feel like when he that what you say 90-50. What's the club that he
40, 50, 90. 40,
40
50, 90.
was when he started playing a lot of off ball.
Yeah,
And it was due to Zoe was being there. A lot of things was Lonzo being there. He knew the right time and where they needed the ball at. And I think Zoe realized that as we're early in thing like, yeah, you can play with the ball, but you deadly coming off a screen.
yeah.
I think that's one of the main reasons too. Now my second thing I might want to mention is I just think he needs to clean up his game, if you know what I mean. Like
Okay.
it's not that it's raw, but it's just not as polished as it could be. Like if you
I
look
agree.
at somebody like Devin Booker, his game is polished. It's super polished. He don't no extra movements, no extra dribbles. It's just boom boom to my spot. Cool.
Hmm.
Zach can do that, but it's not polished. It's too many times where he does a step back when it's not needed.
Hmm.
He just does like a side step when it's not needed. Taking a shot at the wrong time, not realizing like if you just would have waited and just limited your moves, if you just would have worked on your handle, that's probably my third thing. Work on your handle, dog.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you to become like AI. I'm not telling you to become Kyrie. Just make sure when you switch to that left hand, the ball ain't dribbling to your head. That's one of the main reason why it goes down. Why Billy started losing trust in him towards the end of the game, and he like, I'm giving it to Demar
Yeah.
because it's too many times where you dribbling off your foot,
That's a
or
great
you
point.
just dribbling too high, or you just don't make the best decision. So I think the main thing when it comes to him is he really, really needs to polish his game. Just sit down, watch yourself, watch others that's similar like you. There's a reason, like I know it's not the same now, but you was next to Devin Booker for years. And in
Yeah.
a matter of like 2 years, he completely separated himself from you.
Okay.
And I will say this, yeah, you dealt with injury, so I understand. So I give you that grace period. But like I said in on SB, bro, this is your first time having a legit offseason by yourself with no injury where you could work on your game. I better see some improvement.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, bro. And you know what he said? I actually heard him talk. He said he's not trying to learn and add anything new to his game. He said what you said. He said he want to polish up his strengths. That's
Exactly.
what exactly that came out of his mouth. But I wanted to ask you this question. when you look at the superpowers in the mid-range game, I'm gonna just say that the superpowers in the mid-range game, you got KD, he could just shoot right over top of you. You got the
Hmm.
smooth operators in the mid-range like Bradley Beal and Devin Booker. What is or what could be that super? And then you DeMar DeRozan, he got the up fake. You got an up fake in the mid-range. What could be Zach Levine? What could be Zach Levine's superpower in that mid-range area?
I think one of the main things is, like I said, no wasted dribbles. Sometimes I don't think Zach realized how quick his first step is,
Yeah,
and most of the time I just be like, bro, just blow by and pull up. Sometimes.
yeah,
Like there's so many times when he shoot mid range where it's like extra dribble that's not needed, or it's almost like he need a screen sometimes to hit that mid range all the time. Like which is not bad, but I just feel like sometimes he need to realize how quick he is. Like he
yeah,
can use his quickness to a lot of advantage. There's not too many guards his size that's that quick.
yeah,
And just being blow by pull up that could be added to his game that could work. Or
yeah,
just like I said, off ball, just keep running until you get open in that mid range. Or like I said, work on your handle so you can find out certain combinations where you don't have to like there's one thing I don't like to bring up 2K. I really don't. But the
mhm,
reason I like to bring up 2K in this situation is because I've always noticed that people just love spamming hella moves when I could do a certain move and I know you're gonna bite on it. It's just
right,
certain moves in basketball you know people are gonna bite on. And I
yeah,
think he just need to realize if he mainly his hezzy. He got one of the weirdest, like not weirdest, like unorthodox hezzies in the game.
yeah. It is kind of weird. He kind of pulls it to
He
his belt
almost
line and turns
pauses.
torques his
Yeah,
yeah, and
he
torques
almost
his
pauses.
torso. Yeah, that's
So it's
crazy.
like if you just learn little nuances about your game,
Yeah,
that mid range, like even if it's occupied, like once you get the ball, you don't have to settle for a three if you just don't want to. You know
yeah,
you can get to the mid range, read the floor. If it's open, find like I said, watch tape, see what spots on the floor you're good at, and work to and learn how to get to your spots.
yeah. And Zach Levine, when I think about Zach Levine, man, this is his 10th season, going into his 10th season. You seen the video when he just staring in the mirror with his conceited self, and then Kobe White come up from behind him and scare. He just staring in the mirror. I think he was sitting there thinking, this is year 10. This is gonna be my best season coming up right here. I have to lead this team because I feel like it's a lot of pressure on this core.
Yeah,
Uh, what is the ceiling for Zach Levine? When I look at the ceiling for Zach Levine, can he be a MVP top 3? Like, can he get some votes? I ain't saying win it. Can he get some votes? His talent, I think he has the talent to definitely get
yeah.
some votes up there. What do you think?
Yeah, I honestly believe if he stayed healthy that one year, that first year where we had Zoe and everybody, even though Demar was killing, I feel like if he stayed healthy, because him and Demar, when it comes to stats, was neck and neck,
Yes.
and Demar was even getting some MVP nods. I feel like if he stayed healthy, he didn't run into that. I believe was it a knee or back injury that year?
I thought it was his hand. I thought it was his
Well,
hand.
he was playing through his hand, but it was two injuries that year.
It was his knee. It was his knee. You're
It was
right.
his
You're right.
knee.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, so it was his knee. So if he didn't hurt his knee that year, I feel like like there was no doubt in my mind this man can average 30.
Oh, easy. I think he'll
Easy.
do that this
Like
season.
that he can average 30. Like averaging 25 now is like sleep for most of
Yeah,
these players now. So
yeah.
I feel like a MVP is it's a potential there. I'm not gonna say he can per se
Oh,
get it.
I ain't say he can win an
Yeah.
MVP. I'm saying like get some
Yeah.
votes, like
Yeah, I feel
Demar
like he
did.
can get some
Yeah,
votes.
yeah.
But I feel like his ceiling is like there's no reason why you cannot be like you haven't got an all first team yet.
Absolutely,
Like you should definitely be an
absolutely.
all first team.
Yeah, absolutely. He has
And
the
like
talent. Yeah,
and
go
like you
ahead.
said, I want to also you mentioned the defense. I need these players to get out their mind that defense is optional.
Yeah.
It's
When
not
did this happen?
optional.
When is this?
Like I don't understand that. Like
This a
I
young man right here, man. This is a young man, Steve-O saying this. I love this right here. Go
bro,
ahead.
like that's one thing I can't understand. I don't, and especially when you're an athletic guard. One of the first things I learned about basketball is like, bro, if you're athletic, you should be a great defender. No, there's no excuse. It is, and most of the people, it's about want to. You
Yep.
just gotta want it, and it depends on the players on your team. Zoe was a huge reason why Zach had one of his best defensive seasons in his
Oh
career.
man. Oh
So
man.
I'm praying Jovan helps him with that because one of the main things I feel like this team was missing and it made it kind of decrease what the defense on everybody was the communication of defense.
Yes.
Zoe was in that mug like KG. Hey, check your right. Hey, watch that screen. Hey, they coming
Yes.
over here. When I'm coming right here, I got your help. Like
Yes.
like I was telling Hayes when we did a video, I'm like, bro, the last few years when you on defense, all you hear is sneakers.
Yep. That's a fact. Until Patrick Beverly came.
Until Patrick Beverly came, and then that
Yeah.
defense picked back up. But
Yeah.
I don't need that. I need you to know that you are one of the most athletic players in this league. Play defense, dog.
Yeah.
When you play defense, you're one of the leaders of this team. That sets the tone. If you play defense, DeMar's gonna play defense. If DeMar gonna play defense, the whole damn team gonna play defense.
Even Vooch.
Even Vooch. And that's my whole thing. He needs to realize. I think, like I think he does, but I don't think he realized that how many eyes in that building is looking at him. Forget us in that building,
Oh,
his
that's great, man.
teammates, all the coaches. They waiting for you to take that spot.
Yeah. Just think about
You,
the
you
city. Yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
they bro. Y'all, you. Let's be honest. You let DeMar waltz up in here take most of your spots.
That's a fact.
I can't say he didn't. You did it. So it's really up to you. We've been waiting. Why do I, bro? I've been hanging around too many Baltimore people. It's for you, bro. But yeah, I just think um want to the mindset. It just got to
Yeah.
flip.
Yeah.
The mindset just has to flip. If he been saying all the good stuff, now it's time to put it to work.
Yeah. And in closing, once you start, I'm gonna echo your sentiments. Once you play defense, the offensive end becomes that much easier. It just comes that much easier. I'm gonna just keep it as simple as that. Zach LaVine, I think this is a crucial year for him. I think we're gonna see the best of Zach LaVine. I think he averaged 30 this season. I think he's really focused. I think it's time. I
I
think it's
definitely
time.
think it's time.
Yeah,
Like if not 20, if not 30, 27.
close,
I say
close.
20. Like there's no reason you should be under 25.
Oh no, I don't even want to see 25.
I
I
like I
want to
said,
see some
I really
upgrades.
want to see 26 plus.
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly. But yeah, but most importantly, we want to know what y'all think in the comments. What y'all think is the keys to unlocking Zach? Right. We gotta do the what's the puppet masters. The puppet masters. So bro. But yeah, y'all let us know. But yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow all the NBA Central family from NBA Central, Bear Central, Bull Central, my boy C Dub and Bobby at Shop Bulls Podcast, as well as Kev over there with the baseball for sure. But yeah, it's been another episode here at Chicago Bulls Central, and we'll be back when Hayes is back for sure.
Come on, Zach.
This has been a presentation of the Breaks Media.